welcome to my creative space. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Welcome to another DIY video. If you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe and join this creative squad. In today's video, I have 3 outdoor DIYs. I hope you're excited, so let's get started. For this project, I will be using 2 square frames from Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using some wooden dowels. These can be as tall as you want them. If you're interested in the size of mine, they'll be down below. I'm also going to use this knob. I don't show it, but I will also be using a square piece of wood, and I will be using black paint, but you can use any color you want. I'm going to start by grabbing one of the square frames and one of the wooden dowels, and I will add hot glue to the corner, and then I will add the wooden dowel onto it, and then I will add more hot glue as needed. I will hold it there for a few seconds to make sure it dries a little bit before I let it go, and then I will continue to do the exact same thing with all the other 3 wooden dowels. Now this frame looks like this. It does not matter how this frame looks because we are going to paint it, but once all of that is glued together, this is what it's looking like. Now we're gonna let it dry completely, and then we're gonna take the other the other square frame, and I'm going to remove the back of it, and then I will remove the little metal pieces that hold this together, and instead we're going to hot glue it into place. And I am going to do that because this needs to be super clean at the top because this is going to be our top piece. Once that is done, I will take some more hot glue and the other piece that we already glued together, and we're going to start gluing these wooden dowels into place, and we're going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to use hot glue, and I will hold those pieces there until they dry a little bit, and then I will continue with the other 2, and then I'll just add as much hot glue as I think it's going to be enough to hold these pieces together. This will be used for outdoors. I think it's going to be just fine, but I'll let you know if anything happens. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the top part of this lantern, and here is the wooden piece I was talking about at the beginning. You just need something in the shape of a square that can go at the top. Dollar Tree does sell now the wooden plaques, I think they're called, so you could use something like that. And then I just added hot glue and glue my wooden piece onto it, and then this knob, I had it on hand from like an old drawer, and that's what I'm gonna use for my lantern. And here is what this lantern is looking like. Don't mind the back and all that mess behind it, okay? Okay, now I'm going to grab my black paint and I'm going to start painting my lantern. Again, you could paint this any color you want. I decided to go with black. I have a plan for my front porch, and I am so excited that I can finally do something like this, and that's why I decided to go with black. But I debated between black and white, but I feel like black will be better just because white is such a clean color. But yeah, that's just, a personal decision. You can paint it any other color you want. And as you can see, I'm going in, and I do go back in there and do a second layer for the top and bottom as well. And that is all for this part. Now we're gonna let it dry. Once it dries, you get to style it however you want. I decided to grab a Dollar Tree glass vase in this vine greenery piece. I just wrapped it around and created a circle, and then I just slide it down this vase, and then I do end up adding a candle. But that is all for this project. This project was so easy to do, and let's take a look at the end result. Here it is. My lantern looks amazing, or so I think. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about this lantern. I absolutely love it, and it's now displaying in my front porch, and I'm so excited because I have more DIYs planned for my porch, and I can't wait to show them to you. For this project, I'm going to be using this wire basket from Dollar Tree. I'm also going to be using this candle holder. This one I picked up from a thrift store a while ago, and I finally decided to use it. I'm also going to use some spray paint, but you feel free to use any kind of paint you want. Okay, we're going to start with the candle holder, and we're going to add a lot of hot glue to the top, and then we're gonna sit the wire basket right on top. Once it dries a little bit, I am going to add a ton more of hot glue. Now, this is going to be used outdoors, and I hope it stays in place. You'll see what I do later to try to help it. And then we're gonna let it dry. Once it dries, I'm going to spray paint it in the color black, but again, it's your decision what color you want to use. This is what it looks like. Now we're gonna let it dry. Okay, now it's time to style this. Please don't mind the mess I have going on in the back, okay? My husband had to assist by recording me doing this because where I set my phone was too short and it was not capturing everything I was doing because this piece is so tall. So he had to assist with that. So bear with me. Okay, as you can see, I have this burlap fabric. This one, I had it on hand, but I do plan on using this with an actual plant. But for the purpose of this video, I added the burlap and then I added some floral foam and then some white stones from Dollar Tree. And now I'm going to start adding some greenery. This greenery is also from Dollar Tree, but I do plan again to add some real plants and I'm really excited. I might create another one of these if I can find another Kindle holder just like this because I really love how this turns out. But yeah, right here you just style it and use it for wherever you want. This is going to be outdoor decor, so I decided to go with plants, and that is honestly all for this project. This was such an easy project and I think it turns out amazing. Now let's take a look at the end result. And here it is, the end result. I absolutely love how this splinter turned out. It's already displaying in my front porch, but I have a few more things I want to add to my porch before I show you what it looks like. And yeah, that is all for this project. Let me know in the comments down below which one was your favorite DIY. And now let's jump into the next one. For this project, you will need either a scrap of wood or a Dollar Tree sign. I thought I was going to use this piece, but you'll see what happens. I also used some vinyl and cut the word "Oh hello" because we're going to create a sign, and then some black paint. Okay, so if you follow me on YouTube, if you're subscribed and you saw my community post, I posted there that I had trouble with one of the DIYs and I had to push this video till today, Friday. And this is the one project I had problems with. Okay, so I went to put the tape on here because I'm trying to create an edge, right? And I'm like, I have this whole idea in my head. Then I start painting this with my acrylic black paint, and then I have no idea what it was. I was thinking it's the wooden piece, and then I was like, maybe it's just the acrylic paint. I have no idea. It could be both for all we know. It started separating. It would not cover the piece. So I was like, maybe I can still save it and I can use some spray paint. Well, guess what? I run out of spray paint. So I had to wait till the next day because this is already like 9:30 at night. And I was like, now I'm going to have to wait till the next day. So I go grab some more black spray paint and then I spray it and it finally works. Like it's covering it up. Well, guess what? It does not end there. When it dried, I went to pull the tape off of this and all the paint comes off. And I was like, this cannot be happening. Why? So at this point, I give up on it. I was like, we're not going to use this piece anymore. We're going to have to go a different route now. So I had this other scrap piece of wood. It's a lot more narrow than what I wanted to use, but that's okay. So I grabbed some tape and I cover the top of this. And now I'm going to go in with my black paint. This black paint is the chalk paint from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to paint everything but, the top and bottom are going to be this wooden color. This piece was already stained. My husband brought it to me. It was already like that. But that's all I do for this part. Once it dries, or I guess we're gonna paint the edges as well. So I paint the edges on both sides. And then we're gonna let it dry. Once it dries, now I peel off the tape off of this. And as you can see, it creates that perfect line. And at this point, I was like, okay, it's not as bad. It's looking good. Now, all that's left is to add my vinyl onto it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed that that other piece didn't work. And I almost gave up and did not create this DIY. But no, I'm happy I did because I do end up loving how this project turns out. I think the wooden piece, the actual wood piece, and the black gave it a really good contrast. And after all that trouble, this project does end up working out. Thank God, because Jesus, I was so frustrated. And yeah, so all that's left is just to add the vinyl on there, and I decided to just use them as like if they were stickers, and I grabbed one by one and started placing them on there. And yeah, that is all for this project. This completes this project. It was easy-ish. Now let's take a look at the end result. Here is how this sign turned out. I absolutely love it. Let me know in the comments down below which one of these was your favorite project in this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and thank you so much for watching. You are the most amazing creative squad I could ever ask for, and I will see you on my next DIY. Bye.